Hey y'all, this is Audra Hicks, your Tennessee Realtor. I'm coming to you today with the average lifespan of the major appliances in your home. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned because I put the real in real estate. So I had researched the average lifespan of the major appliances in your home. So I thought I would go over that with y'all. All of this is an average. This doesn't mean that your refrigerator or your HVAC is going to go out at this time. You never know. Our HVAC was an American standard for the first 9 years of its life. It was not taken care of from the previous owners, I'm sure we know. And when we got it, it started to have a life again after 9 years, and it lasted another nine. So that was 18 years before we replaced with our train recently. So, you just never know. If you take care and you maintain things, then usually it's going to outlive what the average is anyway. So I thought it was interesting on a few of these, and it depends on the brand, the model, maintenance, frequency of use, how much you use it and stuff on this too. So refrigerators, 10 to 15 years, they say. Some models, especially those that are high end or built in, can last longer with proper maintenance. And I agree with that. We have a built in fridge, and our home is a 2006. It looks like from the model, and I think when it was made, it was made a year or so before that. So you're talking 18 years already, and it's still working. We think we're going to replace it soon or probably have to. Maybe we should have already. I don't know, but it works. So, like, don't do things if they're actually working. So, the higher end ones usually do last a little bit longer, especially if they're taken care of. The built-ins, though, tend to last a lot longer as well. We do have a fridge and freezer extra as well in our basement garage, so that way we have extra room and stuff because your built-ins are counter depth usually, so you don't have as much room in them as you do, although it does have quite a bit of room anyway, in them as you do your standalone fridges and stuff like that. Gas ranges, 10 to 15 years. Gas ranges tend to have a slightly longer lifespan compared to electric ones. We've had electric in the past. Yes, I believe that too. Our range it's a cooktop gas. It's Genair. Having some issues with it wanting to light the gas on the front burner. But sometimes it just works, and sometimes I have to really try hard to get it to work. So we will be replacing that because we want a totally different one and the exhaust to go out at the top instead of downdraft too. So we're redoing that here soon. Among all the other things. So, like I said, stay tuned for all of our other things that we're doing because I will be doing videos of those here soon as they get completed. So, electric ranges 10 to 13 years, where the gas ranges were 12 to 15. The electric ones tend to, you know, last a little bit less time. So, with fewer moving parts than gas rangers, their lifespan is more about the electronic components of them. And they don't make things like they used to either. I think in our other home before we lost it to the fire in 15, let's see, I think it was 2012, we had completely gutted the kitchen, dining room, laundry areas, and redone everything. The brand new electric stove was a super nice one. We didn't have gas there. So, and fridge and stuff, that was a very expensive one too. But the stove, I mean, the oven, the first Thanksgiving we had it, it went out like 2 days before Thanksgiving. So we had to wait. It was under warranty though, thankfully. And we had to wait to get it fixed under warranty. So I remember that part. So you just never know. Things are not made as good as they used to. Everything's made in China these days. So hard to find things made in the US. Dishwashers, 9 to 12 years. Regular cleaning and maintenance can help extend their life. Now, we have a Bosch, and I will never want anything but a Bosch. When we replaced ours, when we moved in here, we replaced it with a Bosch. Of course, it's going to be, we got the automated one because our home is automated, like I've said many times. So any appliance that we can get home automation with, we do that. And Bosches tend to clean like no other. If you have never had a Bosch and you get one, I bet you will not want any other besides a Bosch from there on out. Washing machines, 10 to 13 years. Front load washers might have a slightly shorter lifespan compared to top load models due to their complex mechanics. Now, we had front loaders at the old house. They died in the fire, of course, but I think they were 5 years old at that time. I had just started, I think, hearing something in when it turned. But it still worked. I mean, everything was going great with them. They actually had clothes in them in the washer and dryer in the fire. So they were still working. Now, we got LG front loaders when we moved here 9 years ago. They are still going strong. So who knows? So 10 to 13 years, might have to replace them in a couple of years, maybe not. But I have never had that problem though. And who has had that problem with the front loaders having the smell? See, mine has a little area on the LG door where it's got a little sweet spot where you just leave it cracked open. I've never had the issue with it smelling, but I tend to clean mine too, but I leave the door open every time or leave it all the way open. It just depends. So I've never had that issue where a lot of people have with that odor smell that they tend to have. But HE, the high efficiency, they tend to have that no matter if it's top loader or front loaders too, is what I've heard. So I've only had front loaders now since 2010, I think's when we got our first front loaders at the old house, and here we are 2024. So for 14 years I've had front loaders. So I don't know anything about top loaders anymore since I've not had them in a while. Now I see a lot of really nice top loaders though. Some of my clients, when they buy homes and they're leaving them, they have the really nice front loaders that don't have the thing in the middle. So but all right, dryers. That was washing machines. Now, dryers, gas and electric, 10 to 13 years. The type of dryer does not significantly affect lifespan. So, it's the same as the washing machine. I think if you're going to replace your washing machine and it's going out and it's the same age as your dryer, you're probably going to have to do that with the dryer. Saying we're OCD, so if we buy one, we tend to buy both things together so that they match. So we're matchy on a lot of things. So now microwave, 7 to 10 years. Usage frequency can significantly impact their lifespan. And I wonder too if it's a built-in, if they're a little bit different, because we have the built-in wall oven and then it's got the microwave built in with it. And of course we had to replace a part. My hubby figured out the part and we replaced that a couple of years ago I think it was was it the oven or the microwave? Now I got to think. I think it's the oven. So I have to ask him. But it was like a $2 and something part. And we fixed it. He knows how to fix things. So, thank God I have a hubby that knows how to fix things. Or that would be $3,000 or so for a new wall oven. And they have not changed that model at all, really. So, if you're going to have to buy new, it's like, well, Can I get something a little bit different or they've updated the model or whatever, but really they're the same still. We looked because we thought we was going to have to buy it. So, um, now freezers, 10 to 15 years. Standalone freezers, especially chest types, tend to last on the longer side of the range. Um, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? 10 to 15 years. We've had our downstairs stand up freezer now for 9 years since we moved here. It seems to be working. The only thing with it, early on, I think right after it went out of its little warranty, we had the um, ours has a digital readout and it lost some of its little digits. So other than that, it's been going strong. So if you tend to have a lot of different appliances and they're about reaching older age, you might try to save you a little bit of have you some savings to help in case you need it if something goes out. I know it's hard these days with the way the economy is too. So, garbage disposals. Now, 8 to 15 years, proper use and avoiding hard to grind items can extend their life. Let me tell you about garbage disposals. I wouldn't have one. We had it and put a brand new one in at the old house, and we never had issues with our sewer and plumbing until we got that because I was told that you could put anything down it. So I did. Like, not anything, but I think I put eggshells down it too. That's a big no-no. Those eggshells are they're very sticky, so they will stick to your sewer pipes and clog them up. So please don't ever do that. Now, when I sell homes that have septic and there is you know that garbage disposal in the home, I'm like, please, 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 please don't use that. And if you do, well, just be careful what you put down it. Plus, I don't like smells in it, so you gotta make sure you have proper maintenance done to it and stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't have another one. But to each their own. Some people love them. Some of my clients are like, I don't want anything without a garbage disposal or I'm going to have to put one in. So, I mean, everybody's different. I just had a bad time experience with garbage disposal. My hubby said we'll never have another one. We had to go take sewer pipes apart and figure out what in the world it was, and there was a bunch of eggshells there. I mean, that's probably a big no-no. But I was told you could do that when I researched and everything, and I'm like, okay. I don't know why I put eggshells down it. I really don't. But I learned a lesson then not to do that. Um, Now, water heaters, the tank, when you have a tank on the water heater, they are 10 to 15 years for gas water heaters, 10 to 20 years for electric models, they say. Now, these are all averages, of course. Now, your tankless water heaters can last over 20 years with proper maintenance. When we replaced ours, it's probably been 6 years, 7 years ago when we bought the house. It went bad. It was a huge tank we had, and it went bad. Thankfully, it was in the basement. When we replaced it, we researched the tankless. We have gas water heater. We went with the Navian, and it's all stainless steel inside too. So you need to do maintenance to those two. Descale it once a year at least. And but we do. A couple of years ago, we went with an 18-stage water filter system and softener and all of that. So I think it helps with that as well. So, you know, just do your proper maintenance on everything and you'll get things to last a lot longer if they're gonna last a lot longer by maintenance. Like I said, things aren't made like they used to be. So, but we love our Navian tankless, and that's another thing. We would never want a tank again. Once you have that and are used to having your hot water and keeping it, you won't want a tank one anymore. Now we have, I think, a recirculating pump too. The house is pretty sprawling, so it has to, you know, get around the house. But when it does, you got hot water as long as you need it. So air conditioners, like I said earlier, we had to replace ours. So 15 to 20 years, regular service is crucial for maximizing lifespan. Hmm. 15 to 20 years on average, it says. But it's funny because every home inspection company I know, when they inspect a home and it is over 8 years old, they say that it could be nearing its life. Yes, it may be, but if it's working properly and it's been maintained, it's and it's not giving anybody any issues, it doesn't mean you need to go out and replace it and it's going to go out tomorrow. I mean, we don't have a crystal ball knowing when things are going to go out, but there's ours was 18 years old when we replaced ours. But I think brands have a lot to do with that as well, and your maintenance, of course. So, um, now furnaces, gas and electric, 15 to 20 years, they say, with some models lasting even longer with annual inspections and maintenance. So, please know these are average estimates, and these were pulled from research on the internet, just trying to give y'all a good average on all of your major items. Now, when you buy a home, you have the option of trying to get, if you can, get the seller to pay for a home inspection. If they don't, the buyer can always pay for that home inspection. Not home inspection, home warranty is what I mean. I got inspection on the brain now since I just talked about it. Um, so the home warranty. So if there's a home warranty that you get that covers a lot of these items or covers, it is not going to really be good for the homes that have a lot of built-in appliances. They are not going to pay to replace those built-ins. They're very expensive when you do. So I say just have you a nest egg sitting there just in case something goes out, where you can have it in case you need it. That's with anything. You need to have a good savings, get you some savings built up if you can, and be able to replace those items when they need to be replaced. Um, so, also, the actual lifespan of any appliance can be influenced by various factors, including how well it's cared for and how often it's used. Regular maintenance and timely repairs can help extend the life of your home appliances. So that's what I just said earlier. Just make sure that you do your maintenance. When you buy a home and you become a homeowner, welcome to home ownership. That things will go out. If you can get you if your hubby is not good at being a handyman, then you need to find a good handyman. You might ask your realtor if they have, those types of referrals for you for different things. Your handyman, your HVAC person, a good electrician, a good plumber. But sometimes a handyman is kind of a jack of all trades and they can do a lot of things for you. So, if you're gonna paint or get you a painter, you might need flooring eventually, so you're gonna have to try to research all that. Usually your realtor's gonna have a list of good preferred vendors for you. So get with them even after the sale. My clients know I'm a concierge for life, so anything they need, they can always call me and they know it. So hopefully this helped you today. If it did, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like and comment, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye y'all.